Well, we talked our way through 11 episodes, so we decided to treat our listeners to a tiny porch concert today with Jim and Dave. We're coming to you from the Porch Pub listening room here on High Street. Some say it's home to the finest acoustics in the parish corner. This duo started playing together in the 1970s, playing all over the New Orleans map. Tipitina's, the Maple Leaf, the Neutral Ground Cafe, Jed's, the UNO Cafe, the Fado Dough, or as they like to say, places that ain't there no mo'. When Dave left to pursue a life and career in Colorado, they maintained their friendship through the years. Throughout the pandemic, they did the most extraordinary thing. They started writing music again, in their 70s, and it's a stunning culmination of their many years of guitar and banjo prowess. The pair headlined our Porch and Parish launch in 2021, and they are back together in Zachary to bring their music direct to you, however you listen in. With 8% inflation rates, it's nice to know it's all free to you, thanks to our generous community partners. Enjoy today's special episode of Porch and Parish, the podcast. Jim and Dave, why don't you tee up a song and tell us about how it came together? Describe what each of you is playing for our listeners as well, and you should all be aware they both have fantastic beards.
First thing we're going to do is, it's based on Psalm 55. King David is complaining about his enemies all around him, and it kind of reminds me of what's going on in Ukraine. You ready?
Yep.
Had I but wings like a dove, I would fly to a place where I could be at rest. Far would I flee to the wild country, and there find shelter from the storm. And there would be peace till the moon would be no more, and there would be peace forevermore.
Way up high in the sky, my Lord, higher than I could ever fly. I spread my wings to the sun. I would go to melt these wearies below. And there would be peace till the moon would be no more, and there would be peace forevermore.
Well, I'd search the earth for a hurricane and fly right into the eye. Jump right into the wild whirlwind to wash these tears that I cry. And there would be peace till the moon would be no more, and there would be peace forevermore. And there would be peace till the moon be no more, and there would be peace forevermore. If you please, my Lord, if you please, my Lord.
That is the first time that I've ever heard y'all perform that together, and it just kind of blew me away a little bit. Look, everybody idolizes their dad to some extent, but watching you work throughout the years, this is Gennaro. This is a guy that every night he goes and practices his picking, finger picking, all of this. He's stayed up with it. And Dave, I'm sure you've stayed up with it too. Just watching you today, it's incredible. What do you do to stay fresh?
I play every night.
Yeah.
Just in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could record everything that your full breadth of work here so that people could listen to. All right, y'all. Well, what are you going to sing for us next?
It's called Unholy Highway. It has a lot of meanings. First of all, it's a complaint, another complaint, like King David was complaining about that wretched I-10 out there. It gets blocked up all the time and nobody gets anywhere. I don't know how they do business this way, but anyway. So it's called Unholy Highway. But it also could mean it's about separation, and it also could relate to Ukraine too. So,
does it have anything to do with the highway between you guys, as never being able to get together and play?
It's a good.
Well, Jimmy told me yesterday that the second verse I was guilty of. That I left without warning back in the 80s.
Oh, Lord.
I thought I gave you plenty of warning, but apparently I didn't.
Well, what could have been has turned into a pretty sweet reunion here in Zachary, Louisiana. So fire away, guys.
To see you again and be there with all of my friends. There's an unholy highway between us, and this is where it ends. There's an unholy highway between us, a chasm too great to cross. I've lost my way, it's over. God knows I'm feeling alone.
I left without warning, my friend. Everyone that I've ever known. I've chosen my own path to follow. Now I am left all alone.
There's an unholy highway between us, a chasm too great to cross. I've lost my way, it's over. God knows I'm feeling love. My heart aches with sorrow this morning. It breaks when the night shadows fall. The winter is darker and colder here, and sunlight is hardly at all. There's an unholy highway between us, a chasm too great to cross. I've lost my way, my darling, and God knows I'm feeling
All right, guys, we are back for a third and final set. For all those who didn't know, Zachary is the OG Train Town. Daryl Zachary donated, no, he didn't donate. He sold off land to the Louisville, Kentucky, Texas Railroad Company. So you guys are going to call out to that rich tradition of the railroad town in a song that y'all call what?
Well, it was the train whistle blues, I thought, but down here it's train whistle blowing.
Well, we're also a blues town, so we are supposedly at the end of the blues trail.
Train Whistle Blues. That sounds like a good song.
That sounds cool. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so back in the 70s, we actually tried to save a train. We were asked by a radio station down in New Orleans to write a song that would help to save the Southern Crescent Line. And they actually played the song at the hearing, but we lost the train to Amtrak anyway. All was not lost, though. The radio station paid for a dinner for Jimmy and I at Antoine's, a famous restaurant in the French Quarter.
Know that one well.
Yeah, it was good. It was delicious.
I don't remember what I had.
I remember I had the thickest steak I ever ate in my life. And I don't really eat steak that much. It was delicious. We actually had to dress up, I think.
Yeah. So it wasn't a mistake.
Wasn't a mistake.
Right. Y'all go ahead.
But you know, trains have been a part of America for a long, long time. Although those blue steel rails form the backbone of America from coast to coast, we ain't got trains like we used to have them. Because for the long-haul passenger service like old Southern Crescent Railroad, private enterprise is a thing of the past. Why me, I still remember it well.
Train whistle blowing, blowing a sad goodbye. Train whistle blowing, blowing a lullaby. Look out, freight train, hear the diesel whine. Clear the rail when you hear the wail of the Southern passenger line. From New York to Atlanta, rolling down Louisiana. Take me right back and down the track of that Southern Crescent Railroad. Train whistle blowing. From New York to Atlanta, we're rolling down to Louisiana. Take me right back and down the track of that Southern Crescent Railroad. Train whistle blowing, blowing a sad goodbye.
Thanks for joining us today for our first ever Tiny Porch concert. The guys were excellent. They're going to give us a little outro music here at the Porch and Pub Listening Room on High Street. That's it for this episode of Porch and Parish, the podcast with Jim and Dave. Here on the podcast, we facilitate candid conversations and the occasional concert for the people of Zachary, and we couldn't do it without your support. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to tell a friend about Porch and Parish, the podcast. See you next week. Go hit up steak night at Gennaro's on Wednesdays. It's excellent. You might be able to get yourself a ribeye. Bye-bye.